In this movie, I want to answer two big questions that many users have when they first start thinking about Skype for Business. Those two questions are, what's the difference between Skype and Skype for Business? And how do I get Skype for Business? For what it's worth, if your employer already has Skype for Business set up and you're just here to learn how to use that system, these questions might not be so pressing for you. In that case, you can always feel free to skip this movie. So let's start by comparing Skype and Skype for Business. These are really two different products, but they have similar interfaces and a common brand name. First, the consumer-level product is simply called Skype. We are not going to be focusing on this consumer-level product in this course. I just want to compare it so that we can understand the differences. The consumer Skype service is really intended for individual users or very small businesses. It's recommended for businesses with less than 20 people. To sign into Skype, you need an account with Microsoft, but it's a free account. Using Skype, you can call other Skype users for free, and you can also call regular telephones from Skype, but you need to pay for credit to do that. And that credit generally costs significantly less than traditional long-distance phone calls. For group calls, you can have up to 25 people in an audio call, and the number of people you can have in a video call generally depends on your network speed. So let's compare all of that to Skype for Business, which is what this course is focusing on. Skype for Business is a much more robust system, designed specifically for large enterprise-level deployments, consisting of hundreds or thousands of people. Skype for Business is tied to a Microsoft account that is administrated by an employer or similar organization. When you as an individual user sign into Skype for Business, you will use a Microsoft account provided by your employer, usually an Office 365 Business or Enterprise account. The cost of Skype for Business is part of the subscription cost for your company's Microsoft deployment. Skype for Business easily facilitates communication between other Skype for Business users in your organization, and if your administrator enables the feature, you can also communicate with Skype for Business users in other organizations. You can also use Skype for Business to talk to somebody using the consumer-level Skype service, but that's only true for Windows users, and it's another feature that your administrator will need to enable before you can use it. Depending on the specific plan your organization has, you may be able to call people on normal telephones as well, but in this course, we'll be focusing on communication with other Skype for Business users. Skype for Business can accommodate meetings with up to 250 people, and also has a broadcast option, which allows one user to broadcast an event to up to 10,000 viewers. Skype for Business integrates with other Office products, allowing you to easily share documents in a Skype meeting or initiate a Skype chat from the Outlook webmail or the Outlook application. One of the most popular features is enterprise-level security, which some organizations require for business-related communications online. Also, Skype for Business can be integrated into a conferencing room system and PBX systems, and we're not going to be covering those in this course because those are generally customized installations handled by a company's technology or IT departments. But if your company has these systems, you can use your Skype for Business account to take advantage of them. But we will expand on the other features that I mentioned as we go through this course. Now, let's talk a little bit more about that second question. How do I get Skype for Business? Skype for Business is not a service that would be purchased by an individual person. To use Skype for Business, your organization, your company, or your school would need to purchase a plan through Microsoft and set up a deployment across the organization, then assign an account to you and your coworkers as users on that system. The account assigned to the individual user usually is some form of an Office 365 account. You will probably use that same account to sign into other Office 365 services. There are several different tiers of services provided by Microsoft. Here on this page, for example, we can see the different tiers of the enterprise-level Office 365 plans. This is not a complete list of the options available to your organization, but we can see as an example, each of these different plans has a different set of features. And that's true even of the different features within Skype for Business itself. If your organization has the Enterprise E5 deployment, then you will be able to take advantage of all of the Skype for Business features that you'll see in this course and more. But if your organization has a different plan, some of the features will not be available to you. I'll point some of those out as we go through this course. But here's the important takeaway. If you do not have Skype for Business at your company and you want it, or if you do have Skype for Business but it's missing a feature that you want, then you must contact your organization's Microsoft System Administrator and discuss your needs with them. I can show you the capabilities of Skype for Business, but I cannot necessarily tell you which features are enabled at your company. So if you are a company's Microsoft administrator, I recommend you contact your Microsoft sales representative to ensure that you have the features that you need. And for individual users, who are really the main target for this training course, make sure you have your Microsoft sign-in information on hand before you dive into the rest of this course.